Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy, and I'm back with my fourth process video ever. Yay! This video, I'm already messing up. This photo is of my daughter from several years ago. So this would be like her first, she was born in June, so this would be when she was just probably over a year old. And she's out in our front little garden with the peony bush that we have out there. They're these beautiful bright pink peonies, and she was wearing a really cute little floral, I can't remember what they're called, headband. So I just figured I had to snap a picture of her. So I decided to use some stuff for my stash because I have so much stash, and so several of the papers that I'm using are quite a few years old. I think it's Echo Park, and it's called Victorian Garden, and I bet it's from maybe 2011, maybe 2012 at the earliest. And I've been hoarding it ever since because I just loved it. I bought it even before I had a baby girl. I just loved the colors and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. Not that I couldn't use it for a boy layout, but I'm debating if I want to use the yellow side or the side with the words and all the different colors. Because originally I was going to do a diagonal cut, and one half was going to be the yellow and one half was going to be the words. And then I decided to do white on the top and the word print on the bottom. And then I grabbed a cut file from the Hip Kit free cut files. I think this was the March one. I believe it may have been Ashley Horton that designed this one. It was a bunch of flowers. It was like a background of roses and leaves, and I cut it out and then cut it out into smaller little bundles of flowers so that it would kind of look a bit more organic. And I actually have a few left over, so I get to use them again. So that's a My Mind's Eye mini pad that I bought from Michael's a few years back, and I just wanted one of the soft pinks to match with the pink in the words. And the green paper there with the bright peach filigree on the back is also from Victorian Garden or Victoria Garden from Echo Park. And so I'm very happy that I got to use some of my old papers. And I have all these beautiful soft floral papers and vintage looking papers, and I never use them. I buy them because I love the prints or the colors, but I don't ever end up using them, and I hoard them for years. So I was really glad to get to cut into a few, and it kind of felt really nice to clear out some old stuff, especially to make way for some new stuff, since I last night just made a little purchase on scrapbook.com that'll be here in a few weeks. I don't know if I'm going to do a haul video because they don't I like watching haul videos, and yet I find them kind of weird in a way, like we're watching other people just look at products, but sometimes I find it a great way to see what other people are buying and see what's kind of popular. A lot of the stuff I bought was actually older stuff. I think I bought a lot of Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy collection, the birthday collection that came out a little while ago. But there's one paper from there, and I ordered like 4 of them because it's this black and white polka dot, and I absolutely adore it and want to use it all the time. So I left to go find some vellum because I wanted a little bit of airiness and lightness to the layout, so I wanted to back everything in vellum. So I just grabbed some vellum from my stash, and I spent a lot of time fiddling with the layers of this one, deciding what color I wanted first and second and third, and I finally decided to back it with the green. I kind of wanted to back it with the green at the bottom anyway, so I'm glad I did end up doing that. I'm just going to prop the whole thing up on foam, but with the products that I kind of showed at the beginning, I had this little fabric piece with black polka dots, and it was from this collection, and it was these things called Bravissimo, and they came out from Making Memories a few years ago, and they were for like decorating cards or presents or different things like that, and you bought them and layered them into badges or banners or different things like that. And it didn't really work out. I don't think they didn't really sell them for very long, at least not where I live. So when they went on clearance where I work, I snatched up a few of them and they've just been sitting in my stash ever since because I don't really make gifts or cards or anything. So I tore it apart and grabbed that little piece of fabric because I adore it. So now I am fiddling with the pieces of the cut file that I cut because I just have this thing about symmetry. And you can see like there's a big leaf, two big leaves at the top, and there's a big leaf at the bottom, and they're all kind of pointing parallel to each other, and it's bugging me that they're so perfectly parallel because it's like too much symmetry. And then I finally just give up and glue them down because I'm never going to get it perfect unless I cut off the leaf. And I end up covering some of it anyway, so you don't even notice it. But I love that white cutout file effect on top of white. Like I could back the flowers or I could have painted them with watercolor. But for this one, I just wanted that really light spring kind of feel. So I'm marking where I'm going to put the picture so I don't accidentally show the glue because my glue is kind of old, so it's yellow instead of nice white. So I'm gluing that down because I've tried to tape ribbons and things like that before, and it works not too badly, but just for the permanentness of it, I'm going with hot glue. And it's so, I love that sheer ribbon, and I don't know why I put the picture over top of it a bit. I should have put it underneath. But I always like to layer my photos on top of a lot of stuff. So you can't see it in the video, but it kind of props it up oddly because the foam I used on the back of the picture isn't big enough. So I can't remember what I'm going off to do now. Probably going to find things. Am I finding things? Yeah, that I think that's called Garden Party. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it's like an old chipboard collection from Crepe Paper. It's like a birthday collection, and I bought it at Winners or a Home Sense or something like that several years ago after my daughter was born. And I was like, oh, I can buy more girly stuff now. So, and I haven't used very much of it. And I haven't been hoarding it. I just haven't figured out how to use it because it's so vintage, and I've been kind of getting into more like bright colors and stuff like that. So I finally decided I'm going to use some of it. Those big roses, and they're lovely and they match really well. And those little, what are they called? Like soda pop covers. Oh my gosh, I can't think what they're called. Anyway, and they're on these little crocheted doilies, and I bought them from Michael's. As you can see, they say Recollections, and I love how vintage they are, but they're quite prominent, and I want to use all three because I don't want to have to stash more of them back in with all my other stickers and embellishments. I kind of want to use them up because then I can make room for more embellishments. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a cluster. I know I want to use them. The colors match perfectly with the words, and then I just decide to rip the little pop caps off. And I love the little picture. So I guess I end up, oop, you might have heard that. That was them moving. I guess I am going to end up hoarding those, but I could use those for lots of different things. The pictures inside are really cute. There's a bird and a rose and then a little floral print. So I'm just kind of gluing them, tucking them underneath, little pops of color and texture, and just giving it a homemade feel. There's a lot of cutout and homemade and fabric feel to this layout. It's a little different for me. I don't have a style, I guess. So I'll go from doing something with a huge amount of pattern paper and lots of vibrant colors, and then I'll move on to something really kind of simplistic and white on white and airy and light, or vintage or modern. So I have a lot of different styles that I like, and it just depends on the photo because my photos are all, kind of different looking. Some of them, especially like stuff from my son, he's usually wearing like bright colors and everything. I think that was me saying 1 minute, I gotta go fetch something else, and I go grab that little banner to put up at the top, which is also from the chipboard. I do end up using a lot of this chipboard, so I'm very happy with myself. And it's of course a banner, and I want to make it look a bit more like a banner, so I'm going to glue some little bows on each end with some yellow and white baker's twine that I love, and it matches well with the yellows that are going on. So it, it doesn't take me too long to, and I just hot glue them down because that's the easiest. And I have that little watering can because it's just like, oh, she's a little garden girl. And I think that's one moment, again, one moment and I'm off. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to look for thickers now because I didn't grab thickers early on when I was grabbing all my supplies together. And I have 3 bins of thickers, so I'm searching for one in particular. And this video takes forever because I cannot find the one that I'm looking for. It's like pink. Something I got from Studio Calico. And I don't find it, and it's freaking me out because, like, where did it go? Like, my daughter can't reach. She loves crafting. Every time I'm in my room, she wants to come in and make crafts. She's slowly getting rid of my sticker stash of stuff I don't really want because I just give them to her. But I cannot find them, and you can see I'm taking forever. So I just cut that out because I left it for even longer looking for it. So I'm writing out Garden Girl in the yellow stickers. I don't like alphabet stickers as much as I like thickers. And I'm just looking as to what it would look like. I'm not going to put it there, but I don't end up liking it anyway. And I grabbed that Lovely. It's so scripty and pretty, and it's gold. So, I'm kind of moving it around, seeing where I want it. And I like it there. It's kind of bringing everything right into the picture instead of spreading out the layout a whole lot more, which is something I tend to do. So, I'm going to debate if I want to write girl and use these gold thickers that we got in, I think, the February. I'm going to say, no, January. No, I don't remember. One of the hip kits came with these gold thickers, and they're all capitals, but they're script font. And it's just something that irks me about a script font that's all capitals. It's like you're yelling elegantly or something. The graphic designer in me who has like certain things, that certain do's and don'ts of design, is just like, no, you can't do that. You cannot use that because that doesn't work. And I'm going to use it because I've seen other people use them and they work really well. But for me, they're just, they get on my nerves. They're beautiful. And I have 2 packs because one got ruined, and the lovely Kimberly sent me another pack to make up for the ones that were ruined when they arrived. So I have lots of them. I just don't know what to do with them. I'm just deciding if I want to use a little label. I was going to use it for journaling until I realized it was slick, and I don't have a slick surface writer. It looks like I'm giving everybody the finger. I'm so not doing that. I love you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm a terrible scrapper. Oh, what a world. Oh my gosh. I wasn't doing that. Yeah, I'm trying to find my three spots where I'm going to have some gold because I put in that Lovely, so now I've got to have gold somewhere else in 3 different places to, the rule of thirds. No, not the rule of thirds. Clusters of 3. The rule of thirds has to do with measurement. Yeah, so, while I'm doing that and thinking about it and gluing things down, I'm wondering, if anybody wants to leave a comment. I've just been doing process videos, and I'm just kind of wondering if anybody is curious about anything else that they want to see. I don't do like I don't do like a lot of multi-photo layouts anymore because usually I take like one good shot, and that's like the shot I want to keep. A started Project Life, I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants me to do a series. I'm just debating like having different kind of series, like maybe layout shares, because I do layouts that are not in part of my video. So I don't know what I'm going to do that way. I just kind of want to get more into it as opposed to just doing process videos. I'd show everyone my workspace, but it's a total disaster. It's always a total disaster. I'm testing out the Heidi Swap blush, and it doesn't shake. Like I can't hear the baby's tooth in it. that they say is there. So it doesn't shake up well. So it's really bugging me, and I'm trying to drop it down, and I'm trying not to have to actually draw it out, but I do, just because I want like a couple of big drops and it will not work. Um, like I'm getting really mad at it now, and I do end up drying it off camera, but it's all done. Yay! I'm really happy. I do put gems on at the end. Thanks for watching, guys.